As a reminder, no live stream.
All right, well, we got to practice a little bit in the rain today towards the end of practice. We got a little shower, so we got to get a little wet ball practice. I thought that was good. You never know when it's coming. Ball slippery out there towards the last 15 or 20 minutes, but the guys were real spirited, had a good physical practice. We're a dinged-up football team, which probably a lot of teams are this time of year, but the kids pushed through it hard today, I thought, and we're in good competitive spirits. A lot of mistakes that we got to clean up as we put the game plan in. Yeah, David's got a left foot injury. We don't know the severity of it. We don't know the length of time he'll be out. Doesn't look good for this game, but we're still trying to find out more. Happened in the game, but it really wasn't aware of it. It didn't start bothering him until later.
Also didn't see Daquan and noticed and wanted to check on see how Devontae's doing in terms of.
When Devontae's rehabbing hard, we think he might be able to go. He was running during practice, working in the treadmill, working underwater. He's been running for 2 days. Didn't get to practice, but think he's getting better. Daquan's out right now.
Where does this leave all the D-line depth? It looks like you guys have been developing some, and now.
Well, we still have. Jordan's playing, Ledbetter, Tyler, Julian, Mikhail, Jay Hayes, Malik. Still got guys rolling in there. So, I'm pleased with where our depth is. Certainly the David thing probably hurts us because he's played a considerable number of snaps. And then Devontae, I thought, was coming on, played probably his best game against Tennessee. And don't know if he'll be back or not. We're still hopeful to get Devontae back.
What do you think about Jordan again?
Yeah. Thought he played good in spurts. He flashes. He's big. He's hard to block. He's really worked hard on his conditioning. He does extra conditioning almost every day, and he's gotten to be almost one of the most in shape guys because of the conditioning he does. So we're developing him. He works about half the time on the scout team, half the time with us. He gives the offensive line a really good picture, and he goes against a better O-lineman when he goes against our offense.
You have an injury update on Lauren Smith?
Yeah, it's a tough deal with Lauren. I didn't actually see what happened. Obviously, I heard about it yesterday and hate that. I don't know if he didn't see it coming or couldn't get out of the way, but it was a sideline play, and unfortunately, he got pretty injured. So hopefully he'll bounce back. He told me to tell y'all it was a upper body extremity.
Who's the next man up for David Mark?
Well, it's Malik and Jay, really. There's really kind of been led and David, led and David, led and David. It's going to be led and Jay and Malik, Jay and Malik, Jay and Malik. They'll split time there. And David was a really good run-stop player. He was not a major third-down player. He was averaging 15, 20 snaps a game that we'll have to get from some more people. Biggest thing David brought to our team was toughness and leadership, and he's going to be missed in that part, at least for now.
You said you were going to reserve judgment on Jordan until you saw the film. What was the ultimate?
He's doing good things. He's playing better. He's playing hard. He just asked that question, but he's playing good. He did a good job on the play that Chip was talking about on fourth down. He did a nice job getting over, getting involved in the tackle, and he continues to get better. He hasn't arrived yet, but of all our kids that I'm most proud of, he's worked the hardest to get where he is. Where a lot of guys as freshmen got to come in and they were 2 on the depth chart or 3, or they got to play, or they played on special teams. This kid has grinded, and he's grinded himself into a very productive player, a hard-to-block player, and we just got to get him where he gets a little more quickness and he's able to move better.
Talk about pass protection, pass, and everything like LSU has various ways. What are you looking for in that regard in terms of improvement?
Pocket. We got to protect the pocket. They're good. Dave Aranda's one of the premier defensive coordinators in the country. We look at what he does week to week. They do a tremendous job, always looking for new ideas. He's a guy you look at. So for us, we got to keep our quarterbacks upright. We got to keep them in the pocket. Can't get our offensive line confused. And at the end of the day, there's about a 6-7 foot square area in there you got to keep people out of. And we got to have a nice pocket. Sometimes it's stepping up in the pocket. Sometimes it's moving out of the pocket. But they are very disruptive defensively, and they do a great job of disrupting the pocket. And we got to protect him.
You think your guys are ready for the physicality they're going to take on this year?
I hope so. We practice physical here. We got pads and we got players too. I think that's something you find out. I don't think that's something that you You don't know. I mean, South Carolina was a physical game. Missouri was a physical game. Tennessee was a physical game. SEC's a physical league. So I'm not discounting or discrediting LSU at all. They got a really physical, big football team. But we're going to find out a lot about our team.
How encouraged were you with us on this?
Yeah, I thought he moved around good. He moved around better than he did yesterday. Yesterday he moved surprisingly well, and then I thought today he moved around good. Still got a ways to go, and still got a lot of guys to get work around him. I don't know. I don't even know what the weather is. I look at it day by day. So you're telling me it must be bad. So
I don't know.
we got an indoor if it does.
When it comes to this, what's the preparation, thus far, and maybe even the reception of the players of kind of getting them ready for the environment? I mean, I heard the Baton Rouge out there, you guys are playing and stuff like that. It's, I know you're probably not making a big deal about it, but how big of a deal are you making?
Every time you go on the road, you have crowd noise. You have to prepare for it. If you belabor the point and talk about it, they may start believing all of it. I mean, at the end of the day, loud is loud. You can only get so loud where you can't hear anything, and you cannot hear anything in that stadium. Can't hear anything in a lot of SEC stadiums. So, I mean, it is what it is. We got to go out and execute. We know that'll be a factor. We know that it'll cause. It makes it hard on the offensive line. Those are all factors. We practice with noise. We do it all summer. We try to make ourselves comfortable being uncomfortable, and so we can't let it be a distraction for us.
How do you feel about where Monty is right now?
He's doing better. He's still bothered. He's not 100%, but Monty's one of the toughest guys on the team. He practices every day. He wants to be out there. He's improving. Hopefully it'll be his kind of game, physical, tough game. He likes that.
I like the way that your tailback rotation is kind of falling together and what each one of those guys brings to the table.
I've been pleased with it. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I wish James and Brian could get more shots at it. I think both those guys are electric players. We've been in some games that have been a little lopsided late, and it's hard because you certainly don't want to feel good about getting one of those guys hurt in one of those situations. So they probably, if we'd played 4 close games, I think you'd have seen James and Brian with even more carries. But I'm pleased with their effort. I'm pleased with their leadership, and I'm really pleased with their contributions on special teams.
Do you guys have a pretty good feel after half the season with Henslinger as a play caller in 2016? Not having gone up against him now. Is there anything?
I've been going against Insmere for a long time. I mean, he's been part of a staff there he's been part of the staff for a long time. I think he's had a large influence on what they've done for years. He was here when I came here as a player. He recruited a lot of the guys I came to school here with when he was coaching here. So, I mean, I think he does a tremendous job. He makes sure that they have spread elements, but he also plays with physical toughness. He packages things really well game by game. So we have to prepare for what they do. They won't do everything the same. They'll give a different presentation and do the same plays probably, but that's what football is. So we'll do our best to be prepared for it.
Special teams oftentimes in games like this, that can be the difference in the game. You know what you did in the club. You look at Jake Kamara. What are you looking from him, and what do you need from the
Yeah, we need consistency. They got a tremendous punt return. Their punt return is very similar to ours, possibly better. They got guys holding up. They got a great return game. He's got 3 or 4 returns over 20 yards. They got weapons back there. I mean, they do a great. You can tell they're well coached. They come after them. They hold you up. Jake is going to be big in this game. He's got to hit some punts. He's got to hit his field zones. He's got to hit his hang times, and we got to cover well. We got to cover the kicks well and make sure our speed out there help us. That was a tremendous asset last year, but in Cam was a big part of that. But we also had 2, 3 first-rounders on that cover team, 2 first-rounders maybe, and a second-rounder.
White and Williams and Lawrence, I think, get a lot of love for them. But, Grant Delpit, that safety, kind of play in the middle, seems like make a big play every game. What do you see out of him, and how kind of, I don't want to say careful, but how weary do you have to be of where a guy like that lines up?
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a great blitzer. He roams the field. Atlanta does a great job putting him in spots to make plays, and they use him because of his strengths. And you've got to be aware at all times of where he is. He's just a phenomenal player in our league that can do many things.
You know who's off the top of your head who's played
You know, I don't know. I think Skoll has been him some. Trey Bishop's been him some. A couple different guys have been him.
But Devon Wilson, he's come back.
How's he doing?
Yeah.
He's still working. He works with us during individual, and then he works with the scout team, gaining confidence, working at corner and nickel star. He does a good job with it and seems to be gaining confidence, but we're hoping that he'll be able to start. I mean, he's already back in the walkthroughs and learning and doing the things, but in the bye week, he'll be able to practice with us more defensively. It's tough in the middle of the season because he's got to catch back up to all the things he's missed.
You cleared for contact here?
Oh, he's been in contact. Yeah, he's been in contact for a couple weeks now. He's been hitting and doing things. He's just not cleared for a game or tackling just yet. No, Ben's still kind of the same deal. We don't know how long it'll be on Ben. The bone's healing. We got good information back, but we don't know yet.
Saw a play with Richard Robertson in there. Looked like it was going to be a swing. Got whistled at pretty quick. Where does he need to get better to be more in the game? I know
He's got to outcompete the guys in front of him. He's got to block. He's got to know the plays and run them. He's got to be better than the guy in front of him. Look, y'all put all this hype and pressure on D-Rob. D-Rob practices hard each day. I mean, y'all have made the kid where it's like, what's wrong with D-Rob? D-Rob works to get better. D-Rob's in a receiver room that is full of guys that block, catch, run, play special teams, and he's doing the same thing as they are. He's competing his tail off. And we'll continue to try to use his strengths every way possible. But he's working hard and doing the things we ask. I mean, he gets in the game too, but he just hadn't caught a ball in a while. I mean, it's not like we say, oh, throw him the ball. We call the play, and the coverage dictates where the ball goes.
Tyson Campbell, he's been 6 games now. He hasn't been in an environment like this quite yet, but he won that position in a close battle of the season, but he has been there every week. What have you seen from him in his progress at this point?
He's growing up. I mean, he plays hard. He plays against some pretty good wideouts every day in practice. We go one-on-one against each other. He probably gets 50 reps a day against Riley, JJ, Tyler, Terry. I mean, he goes against good wide receivers in practice. He competes. He grew up playing against good receivers. So he continues to get better. He's played in some tough environments. I mean, the football field's the same length that LSU as it is at South Carolina, Missouri, and everything else. Look, I mean, the environment's going to be tough. I get that, but the field's going to be the same. He's going to go out there and play, and he's not one that he's played in a lot of big games in his career. So I expect him to go out there and play hard, and if he gives up a play, we're going to keep playing him because he's a good player.
Last question. Concerning Monty, well documented, he committed to LSU and then, kind of flipped on that and came in, rolled early here. Do you as a coach ever get to a point where you're just, does it ever cross your mind, man, I'm glad he's on our team going into a game like this as opposed to having to play against him?
Not really. I mean, I don't think about it. These kids change their mind all the time. I mean, recruiting is musical chairs until signing day. So, I mean, that doesn't disturb me that he decided that. He called us the minute after he did it and said, I don't know what I just did. I really want to come to Georgia, and we kept recruiting him, and he decided to come. So I don't think that's a big deal to him or anybody. So he's a good kid, and he made the decision that he wanted to make. Thanks.